Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyid al-Mursaleen. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My dear sweet Islamic brothers, let's recite Durud and Salam upon the beloved and blessed Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. As-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah. وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. نويت سنة الاعتكاف. The greatest Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has stated, the person closest to me on the day of judgment will be the one who would have recited salat upon me the most in the world. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. In the book called to righteousness on page 392, Old People's Home and Helpless of Old Woman. A tragic incident was published in the magazine of England. A woman had the only daughter whose name was Mary. After Mary became young, her mother married her to a rich and socially superior young man. The mother also began to live with them. After some period of time, Mary gave birth to a beautiful girl who was named Elizabeth. It was as if the grandmother had got a toy to play with. Elizabeth also grew quite fond of her grandmother. Time went by, Elizabeth was getting young while her grandmother was getting older. Elizabeth was now mature enough to change her clothes herself. One day Mary thought to herself, my mother has been very old. Her presence may be disliked by our guests. Therefore, she got her mother admitted to an old people's home. Her mother strongly protested, showing the importance of her presence at home and even using pretexts of bringing up Elizabeth. But all in vain. Elizabeth had also developed affection for her grandmother, and she favored her, but all proved fertile. Mary used many pretexts such as, there is not enough space at home. Do not worry, we will come to the old people's home to meet you from time to time. We will also bring you at home twice a week, on Saturday and Sundays. It does not mean breaking up relations, etc. In the beginning, Mary went to the old people's home to meet her mother, but she gradually became uninterested and unattentive. The old woman fated to wait at the old people's home. She would write lengthy letters full of affection, especially for Elizabeth, but nothing changed. Mary once wrote a letter to her mother saying, I will come to fetch you on the night of the coming Christmas, and we will go home. Overjoyed, the old woman wove a woolen sweater, etc., to gift it to her granddaughter. There were a heavy snowfall on the night of 24th of December. As Mary promised to come, the old woman with her love present was standing at the balcony of the building, obnoxiously waiting, eagerly watching every passing vehicle on the road, and looked for the vehicle of Mary. Feeling great pity of the old woman, Nancy, a servant of the old people's home, insisted very much that the old woman come in the heated installed room. But she did not agree. Bringing a thick shawl, Nancy covered the old woman with it and gave her hot tea to her many times sympathetically. Chilled to the bone, the old woman spent the whole cold night remaining awake in wait. Due to extreme cold, she got severe pneumonia that caused by cold, cough, and abnormality. And in pneumonia, any part of the lung swells, preventing air to reach there, causing asthma. Temperature rises up to 105 degrees Celsius. Succumbing to this illness, the old woman died. After a few days, Mary came to the old people's home to receive the belongings of her mother. Since Nancy, the servants of the old people's home, served her mother till the last moment of her life, Mary expressed deep gratitude to her. As Nancy was a very young and devoted servant, Mary tempted her into working as a servant at her home, offering a good wage. Making Mary realize her selfishness, Nancy responded, I will surely come to your home, but not now. The day when your daughter Elizabeth brings you here in the old people's home, I will go with her to serve her. So, dear Islamic brothers, this is an incident of a non-Muslim family. You will be feeling strong to have heard there are a huge number of old people's homes in the non-Muslim countries, regretfully imitating them. Many Islamic countries, including even Pakistan, have established old people's home. On 16th of Rabiul Nur, 1432 AH, on the 19th, the 2nd, 2011, a Madani Muzakara of elderly people was held at Fazani Medina. The global Madani Markaz telecast live on Madani channel. Two very weak old men living in some Pakistani old people's home told the tale of their wahi to Islamic brother in a very aggrieved tone, expressing great regret and sadness about the relative who had left them in the old people's home. They said, we wish that our family would take us back home. We are very upset here. Alas, alas, how ungrateful, unwise, and unintelligent the offsprings is who abandons their parents in their old age, forgetting all favors their parents had done for them in their childhood. The poor parents need more sympathies in the old age. O Islamic brothers, promise that we will look after our parents throughout their life, no matter whatever happens, getting deserving of heaven, paradise, insha'Allah Azza wa Jal. Believe me, the rights of parents are so many that we can never be released of the responsibility of fulfilling them. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My dear Islam brothers, as you know, every week on Thursday we have the weekly Sunnah inspiring Ijtimaz of Dawateislami here in Fazani Medina. It is a Madani request that you come along and invite other Islamic brothers, inshallah, and also try to fill in your Neek Amal. The pious deed booklets is available at the Maktab, inshallah. You can purchase the booklet and do your self accountability every day, and also try to make the intention of traveling on the Madani Qafla on 12th, 13th and 14th, which will be traveling inshallah this month. And inshallah, the last announcement is the Madani Muzakara. Obviously, we have this on every Saturday after 6:15 here in Fazani Medina. We have a congregation viewing. But if you're at work, do tune in at work, inshallah. There is an app, Madani Channel app, that you can download. And alhamdulillah, it's a good way of learning religious knowledge. Questions are asked in the Bargah of Amir Ahl Sunnah, Damat Barakatum Aliyah. May Allah Azza wa Jalla accept our good deeds and accept this dars in His court. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Jazallahu anna Muhammadan ma huwa ahlu. Bismillahi ala dini, Bismillahi ala nafsi wa wuldi wa ahli wa mali. O Allah Azza wa Jalla, accept this short dars in your court. Bless us with true Iman, protection of Iman and death with Iman. Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, give us the ability to serve our parents, to look after them. Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, those who are deprived of their parents and who have taken them to old people's home, Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, give them a reflection. When they were young, when they were babies, their parents looked after them. Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, give them the wake-up call and give them the ability to go get their parents from the old people's home and to look after them. Oh Allah Azza wa Jalla, how our parents looked after us, give us the ability to look after them in their old age. Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, we make mistakes. Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, give us ability to correct our mistakes and to guide others as well on the path of Deen. We are reminders for each other. Give us ability to remind each other for Salah, for opening the Quran and reciting the Quran. And Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us ability to abide by your commandments. Give us good health, a long and pious life, and a life of ibadah. Protect us from all calamities, azmaish, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, and protect us from your wrath and your punishment. O Allah Azza wa Jal, those who have departed from this world, grant them the highest level of paradise, And Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, grant them the recognition and the intercession of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, bless our sheikhs. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, bless our children and protect them and give them good health. Al-Fatiha. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين بحق لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.